Hey everyone, gather around for today's peculiar escapade, as our familiar Florida window licker resurfaces, paired once more with the judge who previously toyed with him like a cat batting at a bewildered moth.
You're not prepared this morning with your sovereign citizen argument? You needed some additional time to prepare?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you some additional time to prepare your sovereign citizen argument. When do you want to come back?
Both have reconvened for another theatrical bout, and now we wait to discover whether he finally deciphered his treasured sovereign citizen incantations, or if the judge will kindly escort him back to his concrete study chamber for remedial enlightenment.
Judge, I have brought to court with me during the recess the paperwork that was delivered by a private citizen for Mr. Morris. I have removed the binder clip that I had on it. There are no staples. There are no paper clips in the packet. It's simply a prepared documents.
Okay. All right, Mr. Morris. Now that you have your paperwork, anything else you want me to consider?
Yes, sir. I'm looking through it now, sir.
Okay.
I ain't seen it in a minute.
Honestly, you'd assume his confinement granted him enough solitude to master the grandiose introduction of secured party creditor, appearing specially, not generally. Yet here he stands, still a blundering half-wit. Now he submerges into an awkward 3-minute void, attempting to unravel whatever cryptic parchment has been thrust before him. Surely, the mythical get-out-of-jail talisman must be hidden within that chaotic manuscript. I'll spare you the torment of watching him mentally evaporate. No protective gear for second-hand embarrassment required.
Mr. Common law trust. It's just speaking about the trust. This was the UCC, just financial statement. It was a UCC statement with my own Alizé Morris and the trust name. The principal name was Octavius Alizé Taekwondo. Again, it says, this is the entry of collateral by trustee / secure party credit on behalf of the trust estate. Is Octavius Alizé Taekwondo Trust in the commercial chambers under necessity to secure the rights, title, interest, and value therefore in, and the root or title from inception, as well as all property held in trust, including but not limited to DNA, cDNA, cell lines. There's I don't know what that word is right there.
Mr. Morris, I thought you said that they arrested the wrong person. They had the wrong person in jail. That's why I'm not sure what you're talking about some trust in your DNA and cDNA.
It says retina scans is what that said.
Okay.
Or retina scans.
Softards truly get more comical with each encounter. I mentioned during my previous chronicle of this fellow that these varieties of sovereign citizens are my personal favorites. The ones convinced of their cosmic correctness yet utterly incapable of articulating a single coherent justification.
Hold on.
Do we need to check your fingerprints or scan your retina to verify? Is that what you're asking me to do?
Oh, can you read this? I can't really read it like that.
Let me see. Maybe I'm not sure what's going on. You told me you were not Zatavius Morris. Then you just started reading something from a sheet of paper that said Zatavius Elise Taquan Morris.
Okay.
So are you or are you not Zatavius Elise Taquan Morris?
No, sir.
All right, Ms. Smith,
My name, this is right here, sir. It's on. You probably can't have a good chance reading it. This right here. Bill of service, tort and violation. I just had a judge look at this. I can't read all this stuff. Not to you. Alizé Morris, secure party, Billy, and principal of you or the agent fail not to, I don't know that word is right there. To your oath. That should be called to answer before one God and the most supreme.
I can't hear you, Mr. Morris.
All this stuff.
Oh, sir, I want to call you Mr. Morris if that's not your name.
And predictably, he returns to the sacred obsession, his name. Without spoiling too much, he's wholly persuaded that law enforcement apprehended the erroneous being, because he considers himself the living man, and not the all-caps corporate hologram conjured on official documents.
Let me ask you this, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you saying, I'm looking at a complaint affidavit here, and on December 5th, according to this complaint affidavit, Gulf County Sheriff's Department pulled you over while you were driving and arrested you, and they ran your name, Z. Morris, came back as a convicted felon. And are you telling me that your name is not Zatavius Morris, or you're not the person they arrested on December 5th? What are you telling? Did you give a false name? What are you telling me?
I ain't giving no false name, Your Honor.
How did they get that name, Zatavius Elise Morris? Well, you don't answer that question. That probably has to do with, I'm trying to figure out, maybe Mr. Hill, you could help me. Is he saying that the Sheriff's Department arrested the wrong person? Well, don't disclose any confidential, privileged information.
I raised issues when I had my pretrial discovery meeting with Mr. Morris pertaining to this case, because that's the only one I've got discovery on.
Yes, sir.
And I've done some independent research into that. Mr. Morris, or this individual, has this information that he's saying that he is not the person.
I'll take a look at whatever you want me to. I'm looking at the complaint affidavit. They said they had your driver's. They said you have your driver's license, and they ran your driver's license with that
I don't have
name.
a driver's license, sir.
Well, congrats to the state. No Herculean effort is needed to prove he was operating a vehicle without a license, given he just proclaimed it publicly. The judge takes a swift glance at the papers and instantly realizes he's entertaining a full-fledged duster huffer.
It was what it was, restrict somewhere. You read the last page.
Oh, I'm looking at legal notice and demand to all state, federal, and international public officials. This is a contract and admiralty. This is some of that sovereign citizen nonsense. I thought you were saying that they arrested the wrong person. I'm not listening to any of that sovereign citizen nonsense. You told me they arrested the wrong person. If you're talking about admiralty law and that the first page was a trust and that you're the debtor, I'm not listening to any of that nonsense. When are we coming back?
Your discretion, Judge. I can tell you I've got discovery on the first case. I don't have discovery yet on the second case. I'm at your discretion, Judge.
Ms. Smith, when do you want to come back?
Judge, let's do the 6/27, our next available, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll come. And Mr. Morris, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I thought you were telling me they arrested the wrong person. I certainly don't want someone who hasn't. If you're the wrong person that they arrested, I didn't want you sitting in the county jail. But what you gave me looks like some of that admiralty law, sovereign citizen. I travel. I don't drive. I don't have jurisdiction over you. I'm not listening to that stuff.
I genuinely commend judges like this one. The man insists the authorities arrested the wrong entity, and he believes he has a profound argument. Let him speak. Let him unravel his scrolls of mystic nonsense. But once the judge detects the unmistakable aroma of sovereign sewage, terminate the monologue promptly. No sense in sacrificing the court's time on individuals whose intellect rattles around like marbles in a tin can.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
You didn't get what I said. That was the agent of the principal. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're talking about a bunch of stuff that people who believe themselves to be sovereign citizens parrot. And I told you I'm not listening to any of that. I'm not sure how you, the principal and the agent of your own, I'm not listening to that. Now, if you are wrongfully arrested, that's what I thought you were saying. I certainly want to listen to that. But if you are talking about trust and being the agent, and you're not the principal, and I saw something about admiralty law, I'm not listening to that.
What?
I will see you on the 27th of June. Take care, sir.
So, the rendezvous is set for June 27th. That grants him approximately a month and a half to decipher his paperwork and maybe even absorb a fragment of literacy. My confidence in his ability to self-lawyer his way out of this fiasco hovers comfortably at 0%. If you enjoyed this chaotic spectacle, tap the like button. If it irritated you, feel free to tap dislike. Just remember to leave a comment and subscribe with notifications enabled so you never miss another installment of this judicial circus.